Hey, this is Mike with Kia Silver Spring, and here is our 2007 Honda CR-V EXL V6 all-wheel drive, and just a real nice vehicle. It was clean Carfax, was a trade-in here. And it's got as the EXL, you know, leather interior, lots of features I'll show you when we get inside. Right now we're just going to do a walk around of the vehicle, and then we'll sweep back around and get in close. And start with the hood here. No scratches or dings in the hood. Also, as far as road chips go, as you can see, I mean, very minimum. With any, you really don't see much in the way of chips or scratches even on the hood. Move down to the bumper here, and that's looking good as well. Yeah, I mean, really far less. You know, normally it's you see a road nick or two, and it looks like it might have been one right there. Someone might have touched up the previous owner, but really not much in the way of the nicks and stuff that you normally do see from just, you know, rocks kicking up in the car. And it is Maryland inspected. Maryland, one of the stricter states. Not only does it have minimum requirements for things like brakes, tread life on the tires, but also it's a lot more like the certified programs, where it goes into things like shocks, struts, motor mounts. You'll see. I mean, we've seen it all the time where, if you buy a vehicle in another state but then bring it to Maryland to register it, where you actually get a Maryland inspected, a lot of times it'll pass another state's inspection but fail Maryland just because of how strict Maryland is. And the main reason being is in Maryland you do not get a vehicle inspected every couple of years like you do in a lot of states. You actually only do the inspection when you first buy a pre-owned vehicle. So once you buy the vehicle, you never inspect it again unless you sell it to somebody else, is how Maryland works. So one of the reasons they're so strict. And bumper again looks good in the back. You can see a slight little tiny scratch on the tailgate there. Little hairline one. Everything looks really good on this. Tread life there, no curb damage on that wheel. Again, you can see light, get at the right angle, light scratches, but nothing major. In where the handles are, you can see some fingernail scratches, but that's about all I'm really noticing on this vehicle as we're walking around it. I'd have to say for 2007, it's definitely above average for what you'd see. I think that's the first ding I've seen. Just a little, I don't know if you can pick that up, but that's the only thing I see in terms of a ding would be right there. And that's pretty like a millimeter. And I think we'll go back to the driver's side handle too. Yeah, I can see this one also has little fingernail scratches, and then above the door it looks like they used some touch-up paint to fill in some of the scratches there. But yeah, I mean, you definitely, walking around it, it's nothing that stands out unless you really get up close on it. Alright, let's check out under the hood. Oops, I did the gas tank. Let's see, where is hood? That's right. Hood, so you know this, where you pop the hood, you have gas tank here. It took me like 5 minutes to find this the first time. It's actually alongside on the inside panel. I don't know if it's even dark enough to see, but you have the gas one here. Reach your hand around. There's the hood release. Oh, actually, you know what, on the hood, I just noticed it when I went to go pop it. I don't know if this showed up. It looks like they did use some touch up on the hood too, but you have to almost hit it at the right angle to even notice it. I don't know if you're even picking that up on the video, but yeah, slight touch up was used on the hood. And you have your VTEC V6 or 6-cylinder. I'm not sure. It's inline V, or maybe it's a 4-cylinder. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a 4-cylinder, not a 6. My mistake on that. So EX 4-cylinder. Just looking at the motor, I was like, that looks like a 4. The under the hood though, everything looks clean. We'll go ahead and start it up and show you it running also. Key's already in the ignition. And everything sounds good. Alright, so back to the inside, we'll go over the features and everything. Power windows, power door locks, keyless entry, your power mirrors, of course, leather interior, volume controls on the wheel, cruise control, 6-disc in-dash CD changer. I don't think it comes in real clear, but that's what it says there. I'm using a little handheld palm type camera. Mileage at 51,526, and no service engine lights, just seatbelt light because I don't have my seatbelt on yet. Everything's good. Heated seat controls for passenger and driver, high and low, everything's working. Really appreciate that in the wintertime too with how cold it is right now. Power sunroof. Every feature I've played with, the windows, lock, sunroof, everything's in working order just as you'd want it. No problems with anything mechanically or electronically that I've you know, from driving the vehicle and playing with everything inside. Air conditioner works. We can go to max AC. Where do we go? Oh, turn it on first, and AC, and turn to cold. And give it a second here, and yep, it is blowing frosty cold. It's cold enough outside, but that just made it worse. Alright, turn it back to hot. Alright, here we get ready for the drive here. Let me buckle up. And as soon as I snap my seatbelt in, seatbelt lights off. Alright, and have my heated seat on. Got your heated seat on for the cameraman. And let's check the stereo real quick. Oh, got some nice Christmas music playing. Yeah, real nice stereo system. No blown speakers or any kind of static coming from any of the speakers. Everything comes through crystal clear. Get my seat adjusted. It is a manual seat, so the seat adjustment's in the front. Here we go. Get my mirrors adjusted. All the power mirrors work, and I already filmed the inside with everything. Like I filmed all the features and went over it. So we're just gonna go on a drive now. Put it in drive and let's start going. And it's just such a nice SUV. You can, right off the break when you start to drive it, you can tell why the CR-Vs are as popular as they are. Real solid feel. Ample power from that 4-cylinder too. Don't let it concern you one bit with a 4-cylinder in an SUV, because with the you'd be actually surprised, a lot of the 4-cylinders now make the horsepower of what 6s and heck even some 8s used to make. So they've really come a long way with the power. The nice part is you still get the better gas mileage with the 4-cylinder compared to when you go to a 6 or an 8. But picks up nicely. And this CR-V is all-wheel drive. So it's going to be primarily front-wheel drive when it's no slipping conditions, like when it's dry out right now. So primarily be front. Now, automatically, you don't have to hit a switch or shift into a different gear. If it senses slippage, front wheels start to lose traction, it's going to automatically move power to the rear to just make it, you know, better traction in all types of weather conditions. And it happens within a fraction of a second. I mean, talking milliseconds, how fast it reacts and transfers that power. So you won't even notice the vehicle. You won't even notice the vehicle start to, you know, slip or lose traction before it's moving that power to the back. The all-wheel drive systems in these things, and that's why you don't see as many cars that are four-wheel drive anymore. Four-wheel drive used to kind of indicate you need to manually shift into that. Most of the cars now with technology you're going to see are all-wheel drive, and that just means it's computer controlled. So all the wheels drive, but primarily when it's, you know, when it's dry outside like it is today, you don't have any slip, it's going to be mostly front wheels, and it'll move power accordingly as needed. All right, we're making a left here. We're going to head on a little bit of slower back roads just so you can hear how the car does over bumps and a little bit rougher road than what you feel on the highway. One of the reasons I always like to kind of take roads like this are on a test drive. If you're going on a smooth road, you won't really sometimes notice if there's suspension noise, shocks or struts. You don't want, what you're looking for is, you don't want to hear any kind of thud or anything coming from the actual struts in the front or back of the vehicle. You're going to hear normal tire noise going over things, but you don't want to hear anything that sounds like a loose strut or any squeaks or anything. Going on these bumpy roads, I don't know if you can hear it in the car, but just the only thing you're hearing is the tires going over the bumps. No suspension noise. Here we'll show the braking too. I mean, smooth brakes, no vibration from either like warped rotors or anything like that. When it stops, there's no pulling of either caliper where it will grab right and turn the car to the right, or, you know, grab harder with the left brake where it pulls the car to the left. Stops evenly and smooth. A nice firm brake pedal too. Alright, another thing, if you want to film the wheel here, I'm going to show just with the brakes. You go to apply them. There's no grabbing when I'm applying the brakes. It doesn't, you know, pull to one side of the road or anything.
Okay.
And we'll turn right into here. And I think that's about everything I can think of. If you all have any other questions, you know, please email, call, message me. I pride myself in, you know, fast responses. I know I don't like to wait for an answer to anything. So put me to the test if you have any other questions or something I might have missed. Other than that, good luck to the winning bidder, and congratulations to whoever wins this CR-V. You're really going to enjoy it. It's just, like I said, wonderful SUV for the compact mid-size SUV segment. So definitely a quality vehicle.